Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we just spent a bunch of money that we kind of didn't have on this Fafnir. That won't be ready for a while, so that's fine. We're going to get these repairs underway. We've got plenty of time, and then we're going to deploy. We're not waiting for the Fafnir. We gotta make some money. So we're going to get that all done. That's beautiful. We're going to hop into the mech bay and make absolutely sure that we're good to go. We should be. I don't believe there will be any issues here. Yeah, that looks correct. We're going to hop into the barracks. There are a couple of mech warriors that aren't maxed yet, and we're going to, I think, be able to get one of them maxed. Or very close to it.
Confirmed.
He's lacking a little XP.
Aye, aye.
We just got Poet going, and Taboo, he should get a point after this next mission. But we're definitely going to want to get some cash here, so let's go ahead and do that. That is incredibly important right now. And what do we want to go for? I mean, this is just a duo duel. We don't really want to do that. I'd kind of like to not go up over this way. That seems spooky with our current cash reserves. And maybe it's a recovery mission? No surprises here. I mean, maybe we get some good salvage out of it. The max pay isn't amazing, but that should mean that we can get in and out pretty easily. No free priority salvage. I really would like to find a free priority salvage here. Maybe this one. 2.3 million C-bills isn't awful. No free priority salvage there. Sad. Very, very sad. This one, however, I think this is going to have a free priority salvage. It's a capture base. Defenses will be substantial, but it's against the Federated Suns. We could sit like here, make almost 2 million C-bills. I like it. Now we are expecting probably artillery turrets. That's not going to be great, but we should be able to eliminate them from a reasonable range, or try to close in, but that would probably be a terrible concept. Let's just go ahead and do this. Looks like we don't need rain, so I think we are good to go. Darius thinks this will be too hard. Darius is probably wrong. I say probably, because we don't know that for a fact. This is a 7.5 skull, a little less in the compensation, so I am expecting this to be a little bit on the simpler side. And that's exactly what we're in the market for right now, with us just spending all that money on the Fafnir. So that's going to be pretty important. The real question with the Fafnir is, can it get into range to effectively use those UAC-20s, right? That's the question. I would love it. Absolutely love it if we had been able to fit the ELRMs on it. But I would like to find somewhere to put those ELRMs. I feel like in terms of weight capacity, without having clan LRM 20s to back it up, we can't really do anything with the longbow with those, but the longbow would be the ideal one for that. So what we would end up doing, I think, is we'd run dual clan LRM 20s and then dual ELRM 20s. Would be, I think, the overall concept. We would need the clan LRM 20s to make that happen, but I think that would overall be a substantial upgrade to the longbow. At any rate, we need to capture the research facility. We've learned that the planetary government here in Alula Australis has been busy working on new water filtration technology, which is both extremely valuable and likely to shift the balance of power in the region. Okay, cool. So they need a merc force, and this is for the Davians against the planetary government. So let's go ahead and begin this and see what we are up against. Not a lot of cover on the way, it looks like. Actually, I've changed my mind on that statement. We actually have some pretty decent cover if we... Whoa, we can land right here? That's insane. This is the research facility. This is not the research facility. That makes more sense, but we've got good cover up over this way. No, I like this. I think we land here. So we should be able to instantly scout the research facility. We immediately see a long tom emplacement and a thumper emplacement. Okay. Who do we move first? Our salamander. The salamander moves up to here. And that's the research facility. Additional units rallying to engage us. Yes, it does have turrets. We already know that. And we see over here a railgun turret and an arrow 4 turret. So these turrets are, with the possible exception of the thumper turret, all a pretty major threat to us. We're going to immediately fire on the long tom emplacement here with the salamander and look to melt it just straight up. We're also going to fire AX rounds here to burn through that armor. And we're going to fire the medium lasers after the MRMs. Okay, long tom turret's out of there.
That turret is gone.
Now, this railgun turret is a threat to us. Definitely. There's no doubt about that. The longbow is going to move up and immediately start hitting the railgun turret, I think. 51. Yeah, same odds on all of these. We're going to Warlord to boost those odds, and we're also going to fire Artemis 4. 64%. Okay. Shred the armor on that railgun turret. Nice. That's about half of the armor off.
I'm here.
The Battle Master is now going to move up over here.
There. Okay.
We're going to keep hitting that railgun turret. We're going to Warlord it to boost the odds.
I'm there.
Okay. Its armor is nearly gone.
What do you
The Corsair is going to move up over here. Now, the Thumpers aren't going to be tremendously great. I think we're going to fire them at the railgun turret. I would love to see the railgun turret have its armor broken here. It didn't quite, but it was very close. Cool.
Yes.
The Madcat Mark II is going to move up. Now, I expect that there's going to be some range issues with the railgun turret. 51%. Yeah, we're better off on the Thumper turret, and we're going to take that.
Target confirmed.
Okay, good damage to the Thumper turret there, and it's not quite out of armor, but it's close. The Bull Shark is going to move up, and I think the Bull Shark is going to go for the Arrow 4 turret. Yeah, we're splitting our fire a little bit here,
Melting armor.
but that's okay.
Aye, aye.
The Annihilator is going to move up over here. We have a clear LOS on that railgun turret, and this is what I want to see gone. We're going to Warlord to boost the odds on that. I do not want this railgun turret to get a chance to fire. Beautiful.
Turret destroyed.
Railgun and long tom turrets are out of here, leaving just the the Thumper and the Arrow 4 turrets left. So which do we want to go for here with the Atlas? Hit odds are perfectly identical, so I think the Arrow 4 is the bigger threat. Artillery isn't great on turrets, right? But it's fine, I guess. So that's that Thumper turret.
My armor's getting stripped off.
And now the Arrow 4s. So we're not hugely surprised about this.
I'm getting pummeled.
I'm catching some serious
I was
shit here,
hoping
Commander. Took a hard hit there.
that we would manage to
Take much more of this.
eliminate them, but
Wow.
no such luck there.
That was bad.
It took a little longer than I was hoping to eliminate the railgun turret, but the longbow will move up over this way, and we're going to finish off that Arrow 4 turret. I want nothing to do with it.
I'm on it.
There we go. Arrow 4 is out of here.
Target down.
Now, we are expecting defenders. The Battle Master is going to move up over this way, and we're going to fire on that Thumper turret. This is probably not going to destroy it, but it does expose the structure.
That looked like a critical
Okay.
hit.
Next up is not our Salamander. The Corsair is going to move up over this way. We are going to fire Shape Charge Direct Fire. Good hits there with the Thumpers, but we didn't manage to kill it quite.
Receiving you.
The Bull Shark is going to move up, and we're going to not shoot. Next up is going to be the Madcat Mark II,
Position.
and that is going to shoot just a single MRM-40, and this will be a kill on the Thumper. Okay. Now, we are going to hope that we don't have an ammo explosion in the salamander.
Good to go.
So the boar's head is going to move up
Moving to
and brace.
position.
The
Commander,
Annihilator is going to move up and sink its heat.
moving out.
Good to go.
Salamander is going to restart,
Heat damage.
and that's fine. We actually exited combat there. So we're going to advance up over this way
Though.
I'm there.
and hop into the water where we can.
On my way.
Since we're out of combat, we are not too concerned about standing in the fire. The Salamander is going to restart again. Actually, that stands up. Okay,
I am up.
cool. So he's up
Let's go.
and restarted his mech. No ammo
Picking
explosions.
up a new sensor trace.
Okay, now we've got enemy reinforcements. Where? We don't see them.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to reserve and let the sensors update by letting them move first. Boy. There we go. I was going to say, how far away are they in terms of their phasing? Okay. Sure, off on this flank. Okay. So there's 4 of them, and that's expected with planetary government. So we see an Archer, we see a Chimera, a Zeus, and a Marauder.
Confirm.
Cool. So the longbow is going to hop out over this way.
I got you.
We have side arc on the Archer, and we have front arc on the Chimera. We are going to take the side arc on the Archer. These are very good hit odds, and I love it. Do it. This is going to do a lot of damage to the Archer.
I'm on him.
Oh, yeah. That's a torso straight up out of here.
My LRMs are out.
Next up is going to be their Chimera. And we should be able to eliminate these 4 incredibly easily. Shooting at the Battle Master is not amazingly relevant. I like it.
Oh boy, heavy hit there.
Cool. So where are you going to go, Chimera? Break LOS? What are you going to do? Any moment now, buddy. Hops out into the water. Okay, he has no cover there. So our Battle Master is going to head out into the water over here. We can shoot at the Archer, or we can shoot at the Chimera. The Archer is the obvious target. That'll be a knockdown. Excellent.
Yes, come
Now,
on.
the Salamander didn't actually take that much damage from the artillery. It was mostly just heat and stability that they did. So the Salamander is going to move up here. We're going to have the Salamander go for the Chimera. I don't think running AX is actually useful here because of the low amount of armor that a Chimera has. So we're just going to fire the MRMs, and this will be fine. We can even Warlord if we wanted to boost the clustering, and I think that that will make a good chance of us actually straight up killing the Chimera.
Roger that.
He's just gone. Beautiful. So that was a full-on one-shot.
Down.
Apparently that didn't add into the local government reinforcements. Now, that could be a display... No, it did. What am I talking about? We didn't actually kill the Archer. That's fine. So, at this point, the Madcat Mark II is going to move up, and it will go for the kill on the Archer. This is a pretty free kill.
Firing on target.
There we go. 1 dead Archer.
Target neutralized.
Next up, we've got these 2 over here. What are they going to do? They're going to spread out. Shoot at the longbow. They got some damage into it. That's fine.
Reporting serious armor loss.
Oh, you're fine. Stop complaining.
Yep.
So the Corsair is going to move up over this way. This gives us a direct LOS. The question is, do we want to actually take a direct LOS? We can't really get away with it due to our Thumper artillery not having the direct range for that, but we can fire our Thumpers out here. Thumpers
Okay,
are
I'm
not
on it.
amazing, but we can get some damage in there, and more important, some instability.
Commander?
Our Boar's Head is going to move up over here. There's no way it gets a direct LOS, and we're just going to continue hitting this same Marauder.
All weapons are go.
Mediocre arrow force shot, but a pretty good sniper artillery shot. And the bull shark is going to step up over here. Do we take the direct fire shot here? The answer is no, we can't. So we're just going to go ahead and fire on that marauder yet again. And that's a structure exposure already, including an internal crit. And a knockdown. That's a pretty huge deal, actually. So next, our Annihilator is going to walk up over here. We have a clear LOS here. What is our hit odds? Probably not great. Yeah, we'll take it, though.
Copy that.
Yeah, I'm not shocked that we missed at that range with the heavy
Failed
gauss,
to connect.
but it was worth a try. Next up is going to be our longbow. The longbow will just step slightly forward, and we're going to drop LRMs into this marauder. These are going to be standard LRMs. And we've definitely got some potential issues with that. But let's just go ahead and see what we get. That's a torso destruction. Nice. And actually an ejection, or pilot incapacitation. I didn't technically see an ejection, but that could have been an incapacitation for sure. We're going to drop thumpers on this Zeus. We don't necessarily expect much out of him. Yeah, that's not a huge amount. And next up, our Madcat Mark II is going to start making for the base.
Roger. Double time.
Cool.
Yes,
The
Commander.
Battlemaster doesn't have anything to do but make for the base.
Accelerating to location.
Are we expecting another lance
Wait your
after we
command.
take the base? That's the question.
Onward.
I'm kind of not, but let's see. We're gonna hit the Zeus with the Long Tom. It was a mediocre Long Tom shot, but we still got some good armor damage in there.
Waiting for orders.
The Boar's Head is going to hop into the water,
Right, Commander.
and is, of course, going to also drop artillery on the only remaining target, the Zeus. An okay sniper artillery shot and a pretty good shot on the Arrow 4 means that that Zeus is knocked down. Excellent.
Standing
The
by.
Salamander, of course, has nothing it can really do. We're going to just sprint it up into the swamp. And it can sink its heat. Cool.
Yes, Commander.
The Annihilator doesn't have LOS, so up it
Affirmative.
moves. And the Zeus gets up, as expected. It has lost basically a third of its armor, though, so good luck, Mr. Zeus. Let's see what you do. Not a whole lot, is the answer. Okay. So next up is going to be our Corsair. The Corsair, of course,
move.
does have those thumpers. We're going to continue hitting it with them. We're not expecting much
Taking
here.
the shot.
Little bit. That'll do.
Standing by.
Madcat Mark II is going to continue to advance.
Roger that. Going to full throttle. Confirmed.
And the longbow is going to drop missiles on this guy. We're not expecting a huge amount, although we could not Warlord. I was hoping that we'd be able to Warlord, but got a few missiles in there on the Zeus. That'll do.
Standing by.
The Battlemaster will start to climb this hill.
Copy.
And let's see what the Zeus does. Just moves
Standing
up there.
by.
Okay. The Annihilator actually does get LOS out over here.
Affirmative.
I'm slightly shocked by that, but sure. 14% hit odds aren't great. We can Warlord to boost those, but we're still not expecting to hit these.
Affirmative.
Yeah, that range just is not good for the Annihilator.
I'm your spaniel.
The Bull Shark is also able to get direct fire LOS, and we'll just shoot at this guy with our Long Tom. Not a bad Long Tom shot there. Not sure if we made him unsteady there or not. It's hard to say.
go.
The Boar's Head is going to continue
Coordinates received.
dropping artillery as well.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
That should be unsteady, for sure. Perhaps even a knockdown, but definitely unsteady.
Commander.
Now, the Salamander, surprisingly, is in range for its MRMs here. It's very extreme range. And the hit odds aren't great, but we're taking them. Yeah, that's not a huge amount of damage, but it's still good. And funnily enough, the Salamander gets to attack again instantly.
Copy that.
So that is certainly unsteady on the Zeus.
Yep.
The Corsair is going to drop its thumpers. His armor is getting very low. Yeah, that's some internal damage there. Beautiful.
Waiting for orders.
Madcat Mark II is, of course, going to continue climbing the hill to capture the base. And the longbow, I would like to get the longbow down into this water. The swamp is the best we can do. We're going to not fire this LRM-20, but otherwise, let's see what we get.
Target.
Some good internal damage there.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes,
The
Commander.
Battle Master is going to continue advancing to the base. It will get there next round.
Affirmative.
They will be done.
And the Bull Shark could easily kill the Zeus here. Extremely easily.
Confirmed.
And there we go. That is indeed the end. So we just need to capture the base, and that'll be fine.
Farewell, sweet prince.
Excellent. So yeah, the Salamander really didn't take all that much damage. It just felt
Commander.
like it got hit really hard. It didn't actually. It was
On the
pretty much
move.
all heat and stability, so we're very pleased about this. This is going to be a very profitable mission, and we're going to be able to deploy again this month tick, which is a huge, huge deal. So the Battle Master will move up, the Longbow will just get into the water, and we just need to get everybody moved here. Doesn't really matter where.
On my way.
In fact, we probably could have just braced all. Might have been a little quicker, but there we go. The research facility is ours.
Successful.
Let's get out of here. So that was a nice and easy one, and that is perfect. That's exactly what we needed right now to build up our funds again. I probably shouldn't have spent that money last episode on the Fafnir, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta get a Fafnir. What are you gonna do? Not have a Fafnir? Like, that's unacceptable. So 1.7 mil out of that in terms of raw profit. How much of that is going to be eaten up by repairs? Honestly, not a lot, in my opinion. Ooh, 2 clan Arrow 4s. We're taking it. I would love to take the... Ooh, there's a railgun too. We don't have any ammo for it. What's the range like on that railgun? Huge. Huge range on the railgun. It's not capable of indirect fire. I feel like we take the railgun, and then we just hope that we get the ammo for the railgun in the roulette. Fingers crossed. We did not. So the railgun is not usable until we get ammo for it. Regardless, we have one now, which is actually a huge deal. Absolutely. Getting that railgun is enormous. We're going to want that to be mounted on something along the lines of a Fafnir. That would be a relatively ideal mech to put that on. Now, it's going to be the primary weapon on that, for sure. There's no way around that. And we have to get ammo for it before we can utilize that. We should probably do more base attack missions to try to get railgun turrets so that we can get that ammo. But for right now, it's not usable. A little unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. We have a railgun, and that's great. We're not expecting much damage here, in all honesty. Yeah, 100k, 16 days. It's not actually going to take 16 days, so that is fine. And let's just take a look at these. Yep, that's not too bad at all. We're going to prioritize the Fafnir, of course, and then we'll just do something kind of like this. So we're looking at this taking a total of 9 days to get these repairs done. That's really not bad. That's not bad at all. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll tick forward here. It is actually at the correct time to put a cut in for once. That's very rare in RogueTech. but here we are. So we're going to get these guys done as well. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. Boot Camp got an injury. He'll be back in 5 days. Awkward timing, but that's okay. We can replace him temporarily. And there we go. We're ready to deploy next episode other than training. I guess we can hop into the barracks. There's not many mech warriors that need training anymore. So let's just see what we've got here. Chronic Toast is not quite there yet.
Aye, aye.
And Taboo isn't quite there yet either. Okay, so sounds good. And with that, that cut does need to go in now. So I will see you all next time.